The rain had started just before sunset, tapping softly against the wide glass windows of the corporate office. Inside, the building was almost empty, the usual buzz of keyboards and conversations replaced by silence. It was late, well past working hours, but Daniel Carter was still there. As a single father, he didn't have the luxury of falling behind. Every hour mattered. Every task completed meant a more secure future for his daughter. Daniel had built a routine around discipline. Drop his 8-year-old daughter Lily at school in the morning. Work tirelessly through the day. Pick her up. Make dinner. Help with homework. And once she slept, sometimes return to work remotely. Tonight was one of those nights where deadlines didn't wait. And neither could he. He walked down the dim hallway toward his CEO's office. The lights were still on, which surprised him. His boss, Victoria Hayes, was known for her sharp mind and relentless work ethic, but she usually left before midnight. Daniel hesitated. He had a report to submit, but something felt off. As he approached, he heard something unexpected. Crying, he froze. At first, he thought he was mistaken. This was Victoria Hayes, powerful, composed, intimidating even. She was the kind of person who could command a room with just a glance. The idea of her crying didn't seem real. But the sound came again. Quieter this time, like someone trying desperately to stay silent. Daniel knocked gently. No response. He waited a moment, then pushed the door open just a little. Ma'am, he said softly. What he saw stopped him in his tracks. Victoria was sitting behind her desk, her face buried in her hands, shoulders trembling. The strong, unshakable CEO everyone admired was gone. In her place was a woman completely broken. She quickly looked up, wiping her tears, startled. Daniel, what are you doing here? I came to drop off the financial report, he said, holding up the folder awkwardly. I didn't realize. It's fine, she interrupted, trying to regain her composure. Just leave it on the desk. Daniel stepped in, placing the file down carefully. He could have walked out, most employees would have, but something about the moment held him there. Are you okay? He asked. Gently. Victoria gave a small, bitter laugh. Do I look okay? He didn't answer. He just stood there, unsure, but unwilling to leave. There was a long silence. Then, unexpectedly, she spoke again. Daniel, do you have a few minutes? He nodded. Of course. She gestured to the chair in front of her desk. Sit. He sat down, still unsure what was happening. Victoria took a deep breath, as if gathering the courage to say something she had never said out loud before. I've built everything you see here from nothing, she began. This company, this office, this reputation. People think I have everything. Power, money, control. She paused, her voice cracking slightly. But they don't see what it cost me. Daniel listened quietly. I lost my family, she continued. Not all at once. Slowly, piece by piece. My husband left years ago, said I cared more about my work than anything else. She gave a faint, hollow smile. Maybe he was right. Daniel shifted slightly, but didn't interrupt. My daughter. Victoria's voice faltered. She stopped talking to me. Completely. It's been 3 years now. That hit Daniel hard. 3 years. He couldn't imagine going a single day without hearing Lily's voice. I tried reaching out, Victoria said. Calls, messages, letters, nothing. And today, she swallowed hard. Today, I found out she's been in the hospital for 2 days. Daniel leaned forward. What? Why didn't they inform you? She didn't want them to, Victoria said quietly. I'm not even listed as an emergency contact anymore. The room fell into a heavy silence. Daniel felt something tighten in his chest. He thought about Lily again, her laughter, her small hands holding his, her voice calling him dad. The idea of losing that connection. It was unbearable. I don't know what to do, Victoria admitted. I've faced billion-dollar decisions without hesitation. But this, she shook her head. I don't know how to fix this. Daniel hesitated before speaking. Can I ask you something? He said. She nodded. When was the last time you saw her? Victoria looked down. 3 years ago. We had a fight. A bad one. She said she felt invisible, like I chose my work over her. And I told her she was being dramatic. Her voice broke again. That was the last thing I said to her. Daniel exhaled slowly. That's not the last thing she remembers, he said. Victoria looked up, confused. What do you mean? She remembers everything. Daniel said gently. Not just the fight. The good times too. The moments you were there, those don't disappear. Asterisk. Victoria's eyes filled with tears again. Then why won't she talk to me? Asterisk. Because she's hurt, Daniel replied. And when people are hurt deeply, they don't always know how to come back. Victoria stared at him, searching his face. Daniel, she said slowly, you're a single father, right? He nodded. How do you do it? She asked. How do you balance everything and still be there for your child? He smiled faintly. I don't always get it right, he admitted. There are days I feel like I'm failing completely. But I make one thing clear to Lily, every single day, that she comes first, no matter what. Victoria looked down again. I didn't do that, she whispered. Asterisk. Maybe not before, Daniel said. But you can start now. Asterisk. She shook her head. It's too late. Asterisk. No, Daniel said firmly. It's not. She looked up, surprised by his tone. It's only too late if you stop trying, he continued. She's in the hospital, right? Go see her. Asterisk. She doesn't want to see me. Asterisk. Maybe not, Daniel said. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't go. Asterisk. Victoria hesitated. What would I even say? Daniel thought for a moment. Don't say anything complicated, he said. Just be honest. Tell her you're sorry. Tell her you miss her. Tell her you love her. Victoria's eyes filled with tears again. It sounds so simple, she said. Asterisk. It is simple, Daniel replied. It's just not easy. Another silence settled between them. Then Victoria spoke again, her voice softer this time. Asterisk. Daniel, can I ask you for something? Asterisk. Of course. Her next words shocked him. Can you come with me? Asterisk. He blinked. What? Asterisk. To the hospital, she said. I don't think I can do this alone. Daniel hesitated. His first instinct was to say no. It was late. Lily was at home with a neighbor, waiting for him. But then he thought about the situation, the fear, the regret. The chance to fix something that might be lost forever. Asterisk. Just for a little while, Victoria added quickly. I just need someone there. Daniel took a deep breath. Okay, he said. Asterisk. Victoria looked at him, surprised. Really? Asterisk. He nodded. Yeah, let's go. Asterisk. The drive to the hospital was quiet. The rain had picked up, streaking across the windshield. Victoria gripped the steering wheel tightly. Her usual confidence replaced by nervous tension. Asterisk. Daniel sat beside her, thinking about how strange life could be. Just hours ago, she was his boss, the powerful CEO. She was just a mother, scared of losing her child. Asterisk. When they arrived, Victoria hesitated at the entrance. I can't do this, she said suddenly. Daniel looked at her. Asterisk. Yes, you can. Asterisk. She shook her head. What if she tells me to leave? Asterisk. Then you'll know you tried, he said. But what if she doesn't? Asterisk. Victoria closed her eyes for a moment, then nodded. They walked inside together. At the reception desk, Victoria gave her daughter's name. After a few tense moments, they were directed to a room on the 3rd floor. Asterisk. As they approached the door, Victoria stopped again. This is it, she whispered. Daniel gave her a small, reassuring nod. Asterisk. She took a deep breath and knocked. Asterisk. A faint voice from inside said, come in. Victoria slowly opened the door. Her daughter was lying in the hospital bed, pale but awake. She looked up and froze. Asterisk. Mom. The word hung in the air. Victoria stepped forward, tears already streaming down her face. Asterisk. I'm so sorry, she said, her voice trembling. I should have been here. I should have always been here. Asterisk. Her daughter stared at her, emotions flickering across her face. Surprise, confusion, pain. Asterisk. Daniel quietly stepped back, giving them space. For a moment, no one spoke. Then, slowly, her daughter reached out her hand. Asterisk. Victoria took it immediately, holding on like she never wanted to let go again. Asterisk. Daniel watched from the doorway, a quiet smile forming on his face. Asterisk. Some things, he realized, were more important than any job, any deadline, any success. Asterisk. And sometimes, all it took was one moment of courage to start fixing everything.